This is Janvi. I want to share a personal story of mine with you. I guess I'm one of those people who have witnessed the ill side of the human existence. Every day, we see patients being brought to hospital with all sorts of diseases and illness. And we, as doctors, do our best to eliminate their pains and sufferings. But there are times when we too are just forced to be spectators of the sufferings of the people as the diseases do their worst to them. Those are the times when fitness fails and exercise becomes of no benefit. Someone who is as close to me as my parents are is my brother. He cherished my childhood. He was more than a best friend to me. Now he's 40 years old. He has recently been diagnosed with Alzheimer, the most dreadful disease. This disease is common in old age, but it can also rarely occur in early ages. Alzheimer's disease. In this disease, the patient is surrounded by the people with faces unknown. It almost vanishes one's memory. I don't think if he remembers us anymore. Personally, I think Alzheimer's is really a cruel disease. How can people who have literally spent their lives building up memories together end up one day with all that stripped away? This is the story of Dr. Ishan Malhotra, my colleague, who is a live example of early onset of Alzheimer's. He was a successful and an aspiring doctor who, in spite of all odds, was determined to serve his patients. He cherished a happy family life, and his bonding with his father was always a special one. And slowly, he started losing his peace of mind. And it was then when his mother noticed that he also behaved abnormally. In this world, he was surrounded by thousands of faces, but couldn't recognize even a single one. He even got frightened of light. And his mother, who was his life, was just another unknown face to him. lost his ability to recollect his day-to-day course. He started losing his identity as a doctor. Interns who admired him also got astonished after looking at his weird behavior. They reported this to our senior doctor, Dr. Gayatri. She took personal interest into this matter and after few months came up to a conclusion that he was suffering from Alzheimer's at an early age. Though she found it hard to explain this to his family, but she anyhow had to do this. After looking at his deteriorating condition, I was asked to replace Dr. Ishan. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to understand his case. And when I read his case, chillness rolled down my spine. I felt a deep sense of sympathy because my brother underwent a similar phase of sufferings in his life. This sentiment of sadness echoes in families who have seen this cruel disease up close and personal. Alzheimer's disease is one of the most common causes of dementia, a progressive, incurable, degenerative disease of the brain. It literally erases an individual's memory. Developing countries like India will be among the countries worst hit by the Alzheimer's disease in the next decade. Exports, with the number of elderly people in the country expected to be 9 crores in the census 2011 report. The government has to recognize that the disease of the elderly is going to be an important public health problem in India. The prevalence of Alzheimer's disease in India is said to be 1 in every 20 for people over 60 years and 1 in every 5 for people over 80 years. Now, what are the symptoms of this disease?
Memory thinking, comprehension, calculation, language, abstract thinking. These various the brain functions will be affected due to the disease process. And as per definition, any acquired impairment in brain functions which is severe enough to
activities, what they have to do immediately, or they have been told to do, or their immediate tasks at hand.
Like what?
You forget you've had your breakfast and you would repeatedly ask for the same, or you forget you've had your bath and you would probably go to the bathroom 5 times to have a bath. So it starts like that. Or you forget ways, you forget familiar ways, like if you're going to a temple, if an old lady is going to a temple, she forgets what is the path to the temple which she was going for so many.
Ishan, look at this beautiful greenery.